New York City, 1994. A place alive with basketball fever.
Rejection by Ewing, who takes it all the way.
Michael Jordan, having just traded in his sneakers for cleats, left the window wide open for a new title contender to emerge.
Is this their chance with Michael out of the way to take the Eastern Road to the finals?
And the Knicks took advantage of it. They made quick work of the Nets in round one. Maneuvered past the determined Scottie Pippen and the Bulls in round two. And punched out Reggie Miller and the blue-collar Pacers in round three. All that stood between New York and its first title in more than 2 decades was the Houston Rockets.
Deflected by Harper. With a spectacular move.
What ensued was a 7-game heartbreaker.
We'll be back.
Let's fast forward. Since the start of this century, the Knicks have been meddling in mediocrity, or often, much worse.
Punching a glass case of a fire extinguisher.
Sure, they've had star power, but for every Carmelo Anthony, there's an Andrea Bargnani.
What is he doing?
For every captivating Jeremy Lin, there's a sleepy Raymond Felton. And for every scintillating slam, there have been so many shameful moments. But something finally gave in 2022. Following another sub-500 season, the Knicks were desperate for a star. What they got was a savior.
I understand that Jalen Brunson may be on his way to New York.
This building is very special. Hopefully create some new memories here.
Jalen Brunson born to play basketball.
Since assuming the role of Knicks floor general, Brunson and the Knicks have improved their win total all 3 seasons. They reached the conference finals for the first time in a quarter century. And they brought an energy to the Garden that hasn't been felt since those halcyon days of the 90s.
We're on the Garden floor hearing MVP chants.
I mean,
The similarities to that 94 finals run don't stop there. Like then, the Knicks are coming off consecutive seasons that ended at the hands of the same squad. Like then, the biggest bullies of the bunch are out of the picture. And, just like then, the Knicks are led by a stoic star forged in the Big East. Ewing then, Brunson now.
Brunson holding. Knicks trying to wait till the end. Brunson puts up a 3. Bang! Bang! Jalen Brunson hits the 3.
Is this the season the Knicks end their 52-year championship drought?
So many years.
Let's go!
For the first time in a generation, there's legitimate expectations that this year could be the year.
it's my job to go out there and just find a way to help this team win. It's that simple.
The start of New York's journey to June
Brunson a 3. Bang!
tips tonight in MSG.
The man with the silky smooth voice of the essay you just heard joins us now. Tim, that was great stuff. It was a great way to get set for opening night here in Madison Square Garden. Knicks fans have been waiting to see how their team is going to build on last year's run to the Eastern Conference Finals. What should they expect tonight?
Well, first off, Malika, thank you for that, and shouts to your incredible production team for the job they did on that essay. But look, we'll see what happens with the Knicks tonight. We'll see if Karl Towns is able to go, as you guys talked about earlier in the show. Obviously, no Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart for the Knicks. So obviously we're not going to get a full look at them, but we are going to get a full look at, Malika, is Evan Mobley, the star forward for the Cleveland Cavaliers and one of the most important players in the NBA this season. Look, Donovan Mitchell is a fabulous player. He has had a great run with the Cavs. It was huge that they got him extended. But for Cleveland to be a team that can legitimately be a championship threat, Evan Mobley has got to become their best player. You see guys like Evan Mobley, he has the ability at both ends of the court to be a true game changer for the Cavs. He's already one of the best defensive players in the league. He won Defensive Player of the Year last year after Victor Wembanyama's season-ending diagnosis of that blood clot. He's going to be a contender for that award every year. But if he can become a dominant force on the offensive end of the court to go along with it, all of a sudden you have a guy at 6'10", 6'11", with his skills at both ends as your number one option. You have Donovan Mitchell as your number two option. That's the kind of formula we've seen time and again be what leads to championships in the NBA. So for the Denizen of Cavs corner there, Brian Windhorst, who's there with you. I know he's focused on Evan Mobley's play this season. The Cavs are too. If the Cavs are going to be the championship threat they hope to be, Evan Mobley's got to take a big step forward. We'll see if he can start to do that tonight at the Garden against the Knicks team missing potentially all of its front line.
Yeah, we get an early look at what could be an Eastern Conference Finals. Tim, thank you so very much. We're so excited to have the NBA back on ESPN to tip off our coverage and to welcome in our new teammates tonight. The debut of Inside the NBA on ESPN. Good luck to all of our colleagues covering this. I don't know why the music is so melancholy, because I'm excited, and I'm excited for this, a developing story on the Finals logo. Friends, the NBA is returning, painting the Larry O'Brien Trophy at center court. The final script is going to be on the home floor for the finals starting the season. This is according to our Shams Charania. That is a heck of a way to send you all off into tonight's 12-game slate. Enjoy. We will be with you tomorrow. Actually, Shanae's hosting for me tomorrow. Thanks, sis.
My girl's working. She got like 50, 11.
NBA,